coming back to the discussion about alcohol, which is one that you tried to interject with Bert on, I think your episode that you released last year, back end of last summer, I think that really opened a lot of people's eyes to some of the risks of alcohol. I've been kind of flying the flag of it as a tool for productivity for quite a while.
To avoid alcohol.
Yeah, that I think when
entirely, or do you drink at all?
I've brought it back into my life now, but I did 6 months sober 3 times and then 1,000 days without alcohol too. But yeah, I'm seeing right now a huge pushback against unseen, unintentional drinking. And I think that, your episode last year opened a lot of people's eyes to it.
Thanks. I mean, again, I don't tell people what to do. I give them the facts so they can make the best decisions for them. I mean, it's very clear that unless you're an alcoholic, and provided you're an adult, that 2 drinks per week maximum is about the upper threshold beyond which you're going to start getting some health
that's called a warm up to a warm up in England.
Yeah. So I've never been a big drinker. I don't drink. I'm lucky that it's not something that's a strong draw for me.
Me too.
I have friends that are recovered alcoholics, and their lives are so much better as a function of being sober. But for non-alcoholics, I mean, I think everyone should just know the health risks, especially women, where the risks for breast cancer and other types of cancers are elevated so very much. And what was interesting to me about the response to that episode is that I think many people took it, the impression I got was that many people took it as permission to finally stop drinking or drink less because they didn't enjoy drinking. And as you beautifully put out on social media, drinking is one of the few activities that if you don't partake, people assume or accuse you of having a problem. And that's just wild. I mean, like, why would that be? And I think it also once actually I was out to dinner with a colleague years ago, and I declined drinking that evening. I was just talking to the visiting speaker, and she said, God, that's so boring. And I thought, well, first of all, I don't have a problem saying what's on my mind without alcohol, right? I don't have a excessive GABAergic inhibition. So I'll say what I want to say, as best I can. But, I think drinkers don't like people who don't drink because it takes the fun out of it for them. Because there's this idea that's, prolific on college campuses. Like if everyone's drunk, that somehow like the entire like vibe of the party is going to take on a new flavor. And frankly, I remember I went to a college, UC Santa Barbara, where at the time people drank a ton. It discovered alcoholics, right? And I used to go to parties sometimes. I'd look around and think like everyone here is just blasted. Like if anything happened.
Were you drinking? Did you drink in
college?
college?
I drank in college, but not that often. I had a habit, and I don't recommend this. I had a habit of going out about